Italtile is South Africa's leading retailer of imported and local ceramic tiles, sanitary ware, bathroom accessories and other related products, and is controlled by the Ravazotti family. The group retail brands are Italtile, CTM and TopT. Italtile has a price to earnings ratio of 14 and a market cap of 5.7 billion rand. Now this again obviously in the home decor space, which is what we are focusing on this evening. How does Italtile compare to Cashbuild?
Different market positioning, but not totally own. They do overlap in some respects. So the Italtile flagship stores, those are the ones like the one on William Nicol in Johannesburg. There are 8 of those. Then there's CTM, you know, the famous old Carlo Tito Mario with the funny ads about the guys comparing where they bought their tiles. It's a South African institution. I think there are like 60 of those stores. And then there's the TopT, which is their sort of bottom end thing. The key thing here is that they are tile importers as well as sourcing stuff locally. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the import market has been fantastic, and clearly in South Africa, as we've been alluding to, a lot of people jazzing up, you know, sort of smaller houses, and one of the key things you do is you put tiles down. So I think it's a great business. So
this is really in the sweet spot of the home improvement.
The family connection, though, for me is a marginal net negative. The Ravazotti family, we can talk about them a little bit, but 52% held. Trading liquidity in this stock is shocking.
Daniel,
Yes.
Italtile, do you have appetite for it?
I think it's a great stock, well run. Quite different to Cashbuild. Some similarities perhaps with their lower end offering, but that's not their main focus. In this market where the consumer is cash strapped, pricing is extremely important, as well as meeting their fashion needs. Italtile has got their finger on the pulse as far as fashion goes, second to none. And in terms of pricing, what's very important is sourcing. If you can source well, you can price well, you can compete well. Italtile is excellent at sourcing. They sourced a massive shipment from China at very attractive pricing, which added significantly to their results. So I think it's a great stock.
It sounds as though you're very familiar with their products. Have you recently done some home improvements to your home using the Italtile line?
No, not recently. I am aware of their tiles, and I do watch them.
Well, as you say, their product range is way up there. On a valuation perspective?
Yeah, it's interesting because they've also got the property in there. Typical bloody family managed thing. The properties are always in there.
On this channel.
And the Ravazotti issue, now very regrettably, Gianni Ravazotti established this business like 40 years ago. His son Gianpaolo, in the beginning of 2011, was killed in an aeroplane crash
tragic
off
event.
of Plettenberg Bay. So now the old man has come back in to run the business again as the executive chairman. But it's never clear to me what happens in situations like that, because maybe it's possible that somebody's going to come and take them out of the business. You know, and obviously someone like a Massmart or someone would be a good fit, competition issues notwithstanding. Whether or not, though, you can buy stocks like these in anticipation of an event like that is probably naive. I mean, you know, they may go on for another 50 years running it on this basis.
Is it worth buying if it's going on for another 50 years?
Well, it's very well positioned and it's well run, but the difficulty is, you know, how long can it continue to be well run if it's going to be family run? That can sometimes, for me, be an issue and a concern.
Do you believe that that is an issue? How long can it run if it is run by a family? How long can it run well or be run well?
Look, I think with any well-run business there are succession issues if things change. I don't see the family. I see the family running it well and continuing to run it well. And if anything did change, I don't think they would let it fall into a situation where it would be mismanaged.
Hot or not on Italtile?
Yeah, I like it, and I like where it's positioned. So I'd go for a hot at the current levels.
Daniel, hot or not?
I
Given
like
that you do own it.
So I do like it. I don't think it's not necessarily cheap. The truth of the matter is you will never buy the stock cheap, ever. They do pay special dividends, so I like it.